All right, guys, this is your week 14 exit ticket kind of help video to give you a little heads up of what's going on. You know what's interesting? Flipping a figure. This graph is actually kind of wrong. It's okay though. It should be two spaces away if it was a true reflection, but we should know when you flip something, it is a reflection or a translation, and you should know the answer to that. As we keep going through these questions, which answer shows a reflection across the x-axis? Remember, the x-axis is the one that goes left to right, okay? Some of these you got to be able to handle on your own. Which answer shows a reflection across the y-axis? The y-axis goes up and down, all right? So make sure you look at these closely. Triangle GHI is reflected across the x-axis. What are the coordinates of I prime? You're going to go ahead and try to reflect this over here and look at where the new I will be. Here's one of the I's, okay? And it's set across the x-axis, okay? Be careful. This is the x-axis. So if you go 2 spots here, you're going to go 2 spots here, okay? Remember the reflection, all right? I'm helping you guys out too much. Which axis is the triangle being reflected over? That's a pretty straightforward question. You got to do that on your own. Reflect point C over the y-axis. Okay, point C over the y-axis. Make sure you locate point C, flip it over to the y-axis, and where is the new coordinate? How is triangle ABC being translated? All right, this is the stuff we did later on in the week. Translation means a slide. Be careful when you do these questions that you first look at A, B, and C without the little mark, the little primes, remember? And then if you really want to make sure you did this properly, you may want to zoom in a little bit, make it a little bigger. I think you can do that, with your Control plus, and then just kind of look at where A is, and then try to figure out how to get from A to A prime. That's how you compare points. That's how you compare translations. You go from A to the other A, or from B to the other B, or from C to the other C. All right, you guys can do this. I'm not going to sit here and hold your hand the whole exit ticket. You can do this on your own. All right, this one shouldn't be too tough. Just go 3 units left and 9 units down. All right, you got this. 3 units right and 6 units up. From which point? T. So make sure you get the right letter here. This one was X, so make sure you go from X. Okay, start with what they're telling you to do. What does a translation do to an image? Look at your notes. There's one of these that's very specific. How is this shape translated to the new one? Make sure you always look at the first shape without the little marks. This is called the pre-image. This is called the image. Make sure you get that vocabulary as well. These little marks are called primes, F prime. So if you wanted to, go from F to F prime. How did it happen? All right, you got this. And this last one, which will be the new point of A? Okay, 3 units to the right, 4 units down. Okay, do the best you can, get this done. So you get attendance credit and you also get your grade up. We're going to turn in both of your notes this week. There's a quizzes, there was a Desmos, and then turning in both sets of your notes, the reflections and the translation. So there's 4 different grades plus this one. That's 5 different grades going in your grade book, okay? And then make sure you got the schedule right next week. We're starting with period 5 on Monday, then period 3, then period 1. And then on Tuesday, it starts period 6, period 2, and then period 4. It's very weird, but we're rotating each week. The schedule gets rotated. All right? Good luck, Huskies. Hit me up on Remind or let me know if you need any help through Google Classroom too.